speed burst. What's up, guys? So today what I want to do is basically continue our stick control methods video series. And for those who don't know, I did a video a while back that talked about stick control methods and really talked about the pop out method. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put a link of that in the description. But I want to continue that series and talk a little bit about how to gain speed with a low tilt setup. And really this was a question that came up in my last video where I talked about kind of my low tilt setup. I'm running about 15 to 20 degree FPV cam setup. And the question I got asked there was, how do I get the acceleration? Where do I get the speed from with such a low tilt? So I wanted to talk a little bit about that and really show you a stick control method that is really a speed burst. That's what I call it, at least, where you gain a burst of acceleration in a short distance to help you with tricks and to really help people that fly low tilt setups. A lot of racers use it. That's kind of where I picked it up at, to gain some extra, acceleration through gaps and stuff and gates. So I'm gonna run through a kind of a quick video on how to do that. If you like these type of videos, leave me a comment, leave me a like. It helps other people find these educational videos. So let's hop right into it. Okay, so let's focus on speed bursts. So what is a speed burst? So let's say I want to go through that dome right there, right? But I need acceleration to make it look a little cooler. So what can I do with a low tilt setup? Well, I could just do that, right? That's one method, and that's the method we're going to talk about today. It basically is getting a short distance of speed because I'm tilting my quad or pitching it as I'm applying throttle. What does that do? Well, it creates a speed burst or a speed sensation, even though I don't have a high tilt setup. It turns it into a high tilt setup. So let's focus on applying that motion, I guess, or stick control method, I should say. So the first thing you want to do is let's just normally go through it without doing anything, right? That's the speed we're carrying right there. So that's the speed, and it's a decent amount of speed, right? And it looks decent, right? Got over the object, but it doesn't look exaggerated. It doesn't look exciting. So let's talk about what to do to make it look a little exciting. See, like that added a little bit excitement to it. It put a little flair into that just split us over the dome. So in order to do that, what we want to do is we want to look down, right? And when we look down, we're pitching down. When we're pitching down, we want to apply a speed burst, or I should say a blip. The hard part about this is that you don't want to get so low that you obviously crash. See, look at that. I just gained crazy amount of speed in short distance. So, all right, so the first thing I want to do is just pitch down, right? Like that. Look down at the floor, right? Get used to doing that, because that's kind of the crux of this stick control method, right? All right, once you start looking down, all you have to do is really apply throttle. And you're gonna have to do a one fill motion because it just doesn't look good. See, there we go. So down, apply throttle. Down, apply throttle. And it just gives you enough acceleration where it looks cool, and you don't have to go in with like a full throttle mentality every single time you do a trick to get speed or acceleration. So that's kind of the tips on how to do this maneuver. Now let's try to apply it in certain situations. Okay, so the first situation is this one, right? Speed burst. Okay, so let's apply it again. What I want to do with the next one is, you know, it's really helpful when you're going through a tight spot and you need extra acceleration. So let's pretend that that gate is a really a tight spot, and I need a good amount of acceleration to clear that obstacle in front of me, which is the dome in our case, in this case. So let's think about it that way. So here we go. So hopefully that was helpful. It was pretty insightful. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and see you guys next one. Peace.
I've been caught up in this life, don't speak my mind enough. I'm trying to keep